Tell us real quickly about techniques for identifying the sort of increasing the emotional connection we have with the future self, just real quickly.
I should just start by saying, like, I'm pretty sure everybody on this call has probably thought about your clients' future selves, right? I think that is like almost like a hallmark of advising. One of the things that I think I have talked to a lot of advisors over the years, but I acknowledge, like, I'm not in that space. It's not that I'm actually talking to clients, but I'm talking to advisors. And I think one thing that happens is that the future self isn't made explicit. So we talk about the goals, and we talk about retirement, and we talk about, decumulation. We talk about all those things. It's abstract. And yeah, you're saying, like, where do you want to spend your time? But I think it's not done in as explicit of a way as possible. And so one of the exercises that I really like to get people to at least go a little further in stepping to the shoes of their future selves is to do a letter writing task. And I don't mean write a letter to your future self. I don't mean just do that. I mean, have a conversation, almost like a pen pal type thing. Write a letter to your future self and write one back from them. There's something that's a little cheesy about that, but it moves people from the sort of system one, I'm sort of just like automatically thinking about now and later, to the more deep, deliberate system two, I'm thinking about my present self. And then I'm thinking again about my future self and how will I be spending my time? Who will I spend it with? What's my day like? Where am I vacationing? All those things, right? That, back and forth, that send and reply, that's the type of thing that research has pointed to, and experience, generally speaking, points to. It really helps people step into the shoes of their future selves. I think that's like a great point about the two hats there. And I think you have to do that, because there's a sort of accountability partner part, and then there's the like reminder of who that explicit future self is. One other exercise, Carl, I know, there's a lot of specifics in the book, but one other exercise that I really like, though it could be, well, what did we say, confronting before, is the two chairs exercise, or the empty chair technique. And the idea is, this is something from therapy where, I'm sitting at my table, I have a conflict with somebody. I imagine having a conversation with them. They're sitting in the empty chair across from me. And then I switch seats and I sit in that chair and talk back to me, taking their perspective. Well, there's another version of this, which is have that empty chair be the future self and have that conversation. I think you can balk at it because it sounds a little cheesy. It sounds a little different from the normal script. But then again, part of what we're trying to do is do something a little different from the normal script, right? So there's some value there.
Yeah, nobody here is scared to do things different from the normal script. I mean, actually, we're all scared to do things, but we will do it anyway. Yeah, that's right. Those like cheesy letter writing things, like I did this weekend, I'm just like, dude, come on. I'm not going to fall backwards and have you catch me. Like, what's that? Like, I've been to that seminar before, but I cannot believe how powerful it was. And I think this idea, I just want to double click on this idea of like, this is something I would implement if I would at least test.
Yeah.
The idea of having clients write a letter to the future self and then have the future self write a letter back.
Yeah.
And especially if I had access to those as an ability to serve them up as a reminder every once in a while, like, with the total disclaimer of like, this may or may not be used against you in the future when I'm trying to get you to do important things,
Yeah. I mean, and I think that's, but that is part of the role that the advisor occupies there. I mean, I think one of the other things to consider here is that it's not that these solutions are one size fit all. Like, I think the best advisors are like the best doctors and know, okay, like this is a client who may be open to this, and others are like, they're totally closed off. Will this work? And then I think we have a different conversation, right? So it's not that like we should just try this with everybody. I think your term experimentation is exactly right on the money, because you do kind of need to think about who this would work for.
Greetings, Carl here. Now, what you just watched was a little teeny clip of my private conversation with Hal Hershfield. We talked about the importance and the power of connecting first ourselves and then the people we love, otherwise known as our clients, to their future selves. And the reason we talked about this, the reason this was such a powerful call for me at least, is it helped me see a way, by helping clients emotionally connect with their future, it helps us to make decisions today that help us align our use of capital, time, money, energy, and attention with what's important to us. So powerful. I left feeling so grateful for the work that real financial advisors do. So that was my conversation with Hal Hershfield. It's part of the Society of Advice membership program. And guess what? I think you would love it. And we've made it really easy for you to find out for yourself. Just take the free trial, right? Just click on the link, join the free trial of the membership program, and see for yourselves, my friends. Cheers.